Let y'all rock out a little bit. How y'all doing? We're back. I said, let me go ahead on and get on. I was trying to make sure I had all my ducks in a row. I've been running since I got off from work, trying to get stuff done. Lord, it's not enough hours in a day, but we are here. Thank you guys for joining. Who we got right quick for everybody compiling in, honey? We got Bridget J, Sabrina Janelet, Althea, P, thank you for being here. Daphne Shepherd, M. Babette Brooks, Angie Alexander's here, Shirley Terry's here, Laura Eden is here, Henry Lee is here, Terry Baby is here, Joyce Spick is here, Velma Saddle is here, Cookie Dough is here, Jones Lynn is here, Iris Myers is in the house, Janetta Boyd is here, Cassandra D is here, Yolanda Montgomery is here, Delilah T is present, Clyde Jones is here, Peggy Jones is here, Donna Black is here, Rabbits Running, okay, is here, Gloria Williams is here, Erica Groves, Charlene Matthews, Etta G is here, Rose Armstead, Linda Gamble, my mom, thanks for being here, ma'am. Shanice Darden, Sylvia Johnson, Baby Doll 7, Lisa Foster, Brenda Gresham, Imprentitious, Essence Parker. Ooh, sorry, guys. My throat shot. I got the fan on too. Sorry. Excuse me. All right, who else we got? The Movie Emperor. Okay. That's a new name. Hey, says, hey, Caramel. Hey. Betty Coleman, Essence Parker, C. Lewis, Rose Armstead. Let me cut my fan down. All right. I'm trying my throat out. God. Oh. All right. Let's try it again. All right. So C. Lewis. I already said Rose Armstead, Jones Lynn, Felicia David, Clyde Jones, S.E. Thompson, I'm sorry. Let's see, Peggy Jones, Latrice Finch. Oh, God, y'all coming in. Arminio Moore, Janetta Boyd. Who else we got? Cookie Clark, Peggy Jones, Linda Cavey, Von Zale. Hi, Arminio Moore. Let's Talk Life. Hi. Etta G and Armin. I always say Armin Moore. Thanks for being here, guys. Each and every one of you, and all of you that are coming in. If I did not get to call your name, please do not be upset. Okay, we got to get on with the show. Got a lot of great topics, honey. A lot of great topics. Okay. Woo. All right. So. I know it's always a build up if you guys watch me. Everything said in the video is alleged in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay, that's first things first. Yeah, don't take none of this personal, honey. It's just news that I know you guys can use. All right, so let's get into the show. Oh, why my throat feels so scratchy? Must be my allergies. All right, so first things first, honey. Prince Charles, child. You guys probably already saw it in the news. Let's get some royal news, I guess, tonight. Prince Charles, honey, is diagnosed with cancer, y'all. Lord. Yes, honey. They said that he is fighting cancer. I don't think they said what kind of cancer he's fighting, but they said they announced that he is fighting cancer, honey. See, when you be doing folk wrong, Prince Charles, do you see? You done went out here and done married old wolf-faced damn Camilla Parker Bowles. Okay? Yes, I did call her wolf-faced because she was not as beautiful as Princess Diana. And I'm mad that you treated Princess Diana the way you did. You got them 2 kids. Did they say prostate? Okay, prostate cancer. I'm mad that you done gave her them 2 kids and done left behind. And now the brothers is fighting. One is over here in the U.S. and one is over there in Europe, child. They just doing a lot. They're doing a lot. And I blame you, Prince Charles or King Charles now, that you didn't bridge the gap with your sons. Okay. It's giving too much. So prostate cancer, I think is what they're saying that he is suffering with. Okay. Him and I guess old pug face Camilla, honey. She's just gonna be another wife in waiting once he's gone. And now he'll get to go be with Princess Diana again. Not that he wanted to be with her, but now, She didn't get to have him in life, so I guess you get to have him in death. Ain't that something? Ain't that something, Camilla? Messing with this man while he was married to Princess Diana. I never did like Camilla when I found out. And I found out that Camilla was at the damn wedding. Camilla was at the wedding with Prince Charles and damn Diana, Princess Diana. Did y'all know that in the audience? Sitting out there smiling like she was happy for them to be getting married. Mm-hmm. And now that she's gone, Princess Diana's gone, she done slid her ass up and then to marry him now. Mm-hmm. Said that his daughters-in-law is ill too. See how the Lord be working? And I'm not applauding the fact that he's sick, but I'm just saying when you do stuff like that, don't be expecting, honey, for Prince Diana don't want him, but I'm saying that Camilla Parker Bowles, you fought so much to come in between him and Princess Diana, and now he's gonna be gone, child. You ain't gonna have this man that long. He's not gonna be here. Because it's a matter of time, honey. It's a matter of time. Then his son, the one that's bald in the top, he gonna step up with his arrogant ass. Okay, he gonna step up because he don't really like Harry, and I like Harry. Harry is cool. Harry's down to earth. Harry got him a half sister, so he good with me. Okay, I ain't got nothing against Harry. But Camilla Parker Bowles with your pug face ass, you about to be a single woman again. So you still don't get to have him for the rest of your life. No, I ain't killing him off already. I'm not unaliving him off already, but I'm just saying. It's a matter of time. If he don't fight this, if he don't beat this, Camilla Parker Bowles, you and your wolf face ass. Let me stop. For the Royals be like, but this is our queen. This is our soon-to-be queen. Okay. I don't give a hot damn. I don't like her. I don't like her. That is gonna be y'all queen. That ain't my damn queen. My queen would have been Princess Diana. Okay. I love Princess Diana. I sure did. And to this day. All right. So let's get on with the show. All right, honey. Child, Lord. Destiny Payton Williams, child, she's still out here trying to be hood famous, y'all. Still trying to be hood famous. So she is trying to be doing this. She's still trying to do this damn Unbreakable podcast, okay? That's going to show y'all this. She won't go on to get no real job so she can take care of her son and stop LeBerick from steady suing her ass every other month she in court. But let's show y'all this bullshit. All right, so let's cut the music. This is Destiny Child trying to do this Unbreakable podcast. She won't go get no job, but she will be trying to do a damn podcast. This is her. Unbreakable podcast, honey. Who knows what it's going to be about? It ain't going to be nothing that's going to be all that relevant, I don't think. She says, I can't wait to share what we have in store for the next Unbreakable podcast with Destiny Payton, these beauties, okay? I think that's her. Ain't that her podcast when she started Unbreakable podcast? Child, you are Unbreakable. You are broke, girl. Did you not know that? Let me remind you, Destiny. You saying you unbreakable, but you are broke, girl. You are indeed broke. You wouldn't have been broke had you stayed with LeBerick and kept your legs closed and everything else like we talked about this morning. Because that's why he had sued you and all that and got rid of you, girl, and threw you out like a bag of trash because you weren't being a good wife by him. Okay. 8 weeks after your baby was born, he threw you right on out of there because you wanted to be over there with Moses, who was parting not only the Red Sea, but your legs from time to time during the marriage. Okay. And you child, you just broke up a happy home. Now your ass is sitting out here looking crazy. Okay, you're looking crazy, but that's what your ass get. So I guess no shout outs to you and your podcast because I'm not feeling you. I don't know why I'm feeling so damn messy tonight. I don't know why. So let's continue. One of my subscribers sent me something telling me about old Curtis, Dr. Jackie's probably soon to be ex-husband, child, if he don't get his shit together. Saying that they sent me something about his side chick, child. She on line, child. This is his mistress that he's supposed to be running around here with. Let's go on and play this video of her, honey. She's real bougie or whatever. She kind of gives me tranny a little bit, and she's a little too overdone with the makeup. I don't know why she wears so much damn makeup, but let's go on and play this. Y'all can see what Curtis, honey, old Curtis from Married to Medicine, Dr. Jackie husband, what he like, okay?
It's not you, brother. It's my requirements. I require dates. I require flowers. I require morning texts. I require someone I can rely on. I require truth. It's not you, brother. It's my requirements. I require dates. I require flowers. I require morning texts. I require someone I can rely on. I require truth. It's not you, brother. It's my requirements.
Girl, you is hard in the face. I saw somebody putting out a damn show about to say she is hard in the face, girl. It's giving. Girl, you look like you been doing push-ups with your face, girl. You is strong in the face, girl. You is strong. You strong in the face. Why y'all here doing push-ups with your face, girl? You is strong in your face area, in the jawline area mostly. Like you been doing this shit here in the gym. You put a barbell on your neck and you on this shit in the gym. Damn, girl. Why your face so hard? Damn. You giving that shit. When I watched the video the first time, I was like, who? Dude look like a lady. Y'all know the song Dude Look Like a Lady. I was like, God darn, girl. You is strong in the face area, in the face region, girl. You is strong. All up and through this area right here, girl. You is strong, girl. Oh, God. Let's show one more time.
It's not you.
Curtis.
It's my requirements. I require dates.
Look at that
I require
jawline.
flowers.
Ooh.
I require morning texts.
Ooh.
I require someone I can rely on. I require truth.
Child. I hope you check down below, child, because listen, don't stop at the face, Curtis. You check down below to make sure that was a real woman, because it's giving that it's giving that you might like dudes or whatever, because it's yeah. You got on a whole lot of makeup trying to hide that jawline. Caramel can see through that jawline. Yeah, that's it. I mean, your lace front look all right. You doing a little too much of the twirl and all that, but girl, whatever. Yeah, you're not giving. That was not an upgrade from Dr. Jackie. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, not Dr. Jackie. She's pretty to be, 60-something years old, but I don't know, child. He got a type because she kind of does remind you maybe of Dr. Jackie in a manly way. Curtis, is this something you want to tell us? Do you like men or something? I don't know. Allegedly. Don't be trying to sue my ass over here, because I do be ripping that shit up, just to let y'all know. Y'all be trying to sue me now. I done told you. I'm ripping it up. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it, because I done said allegedly and, all that shit. Yeah, fair use and all that, okay? So let's move on, child. We're going to be talking about side chicks tonight. I know I kind of rubbed somebody the wrong way like Johnny Gill, honey. I know Johnny Gill said rub you the right way, child. I rubbed somebody the wrong way the other night because we were talking about side chicks. So I said, let me go on back on into that. Thank you for reminding me about side chicks. So we're going to talk about that tonight. I got a few side chicks that we're going to bring to the carpet, child. We're going to talk about them, all right? Nothing against anybody in the chat if you've ever been a side chick, okay? I've never been. I don't want to be. Don't have any ambitions to be. I mean, if you do, hey, that's your life. Don't let me stop you, child. Okay. But we're going to talk about it tonight and where it kind of stems from. And we're going to kind of maybe get a little deep. I like getting deep sometimes. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with a little deep action over here. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. So first we're going to get into Nasty Nesto. All right. Because another one of his victims, honey, have come forward. Now, see, I knew that Nesto was on that bullshit when he was locked up doing all these damn phone calls from prison where he was saying, I don't really know why they I don't know where they get all this from and why they blaming all this on me, and I'm not that dude that they trying to say I am. You totally are that dude. Okay. Nesto, you are totally that dude, because everybody can't be saying the same thing about you and it's not sticking. So this is the second girl that will come forward to say pretty much almost the same thing, similar, okay, to the first girl that we talked about. Now, y'all remember the first girl that I shared with you guys that talked about Nesto made her strip down when she came for her interview. Yeah, y'all remember? And the lady, Miss Jones, who was supposed to be like his handler. I'm going to say handler because she knew about all the stuff that was going on. She kind of set it up. She kind of stood back and watched it happen. Now we're finding out that Nesto's son may be involved in this mess as well. And they're saying that his barbershop, you guys, was open 24/7. Now, who's getting haircuts at 3 o'clock in the morning? Who was getting haircuts at 4 o'clock in the morning? Like, that's how I knew. And when I heard about this, I immediately said in the back of my mind, there sounds like some trafficking going on. Now, y'all know that they did raid Nesto's barbershop, okay? And they found some real hanky-panky type stuff going on up in there, and they shut the shit down. But, I said, oh, okay. So this particular girl, we're going to go ahead and play her video. Let's go ahead and get into this, her interview, honey, that she did with a blogger, honey. Ooh, child. Shout out to Grown Woman Vibes. All right. If you guys haven't checked her out, check her out. She actually interviewed one of Ernesto's victims. She is the second person to come out and speak out about, her name is Nova Savannah. She spoke out about the abuse that she endured working with Ernesto. I don't know why these girls just don't leave and just get another damn job. I would not be staying there. As soon as somebody would tell me, look, in order to get this job, I need you to strip, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go ahead and go. Like, what's the exit out of here? That's gonna be my response. I'm not taking shit off, okay? Like, I'm not taking anything off to work in a fucking barbershop, especially. Like, what is this, a strip club? Like, I'm sorry, on the front it said y'all cut hair. Okay. I didn't know you're gonna be cutting hair between my fucking legs. Like, thank you, but no damn thank you. I can shave myself down there if that's what y'all trying to do up in here. I mean, hot damn, thank you so much, C Rich, okay, for the super sticker. I mean, damn, like, I know they said that you're gonna be cutting hair, but I ain't know y'all were doing bikini waxes and shit up in here too. Like, what's it giving? Like, no, you cannot see my goodies. My goodies. Sierra said my goodies, not my damn goodies. You will not. Let's get into this damn show, child. Nova Savannah speaks out on Nasty Nesto. That's my new name for him. Nasty damn Nesto. All right. So I kind of skipped ahead a little bit because the beginning of the video, just, some other stuff that we don't really care about. We want to get down to the meat and potatoes of this damn interview. Thank you again so much, C Rich, for the 1999 super sticker. All right. Love you down. All right. Let's get on into it. This is Nova Savannah telling her story. All right. So I'm going to show you her. Then we're going to just listen. All right. Yes. Shout out again to Grown Woman Vibes.
And just throw out words and just be like, yeah, I want people to be on board, but like, no.
That's her speaking.
Okay, so did you interview with him as well? Mm-hmm. Yep, it wasn't until he came into the room that they were like, oh, can you take your shirt off? And I'm like, take my shirt off for what?
Are you there?
Yeah, he was like, we just want to make sure you don't have on any wires or anything because, I'm married to such and such and such and such. And he never said who it was he was married to. He just, he's married to somebody that's, you can't have certain, things. I don't want any wires or anything like that. So I'm like,
okay. So for those of you that watched the other interview that I did, does any of this sound similar to what the other girl went through? The first girl that we talked about on here? Everybody that watched the first video, very similar. Well, pretty much the same conversation that he gave this girl. I work, my wife is a very important, like, celebrity type woman, and I want to make sure you don't have any wires. So, just for my peace of mind, I want to make sure that you're, not recording anything or whatever. So I need you to strip all the way down. So this is what he's telling this other girl as well. Let's continue.
I had on like a button-up shirt because I was interviewing. So, I unbuttoned it to like my little cleavage area, and then I opened it. I said, I don't have a wire. And then he was like, your pants too. And I'm like, what? Yeah. So I unzipped my pants a little bit and I just opened it, in the front. And I said, I don't have any wire. Like, and then he was like, okay. So then he wanted to know, like, so, what you here for? Like, what you trying to do? And I'm just like, here for a nail tech job. Right. I mean, you say it's a 24-hour, grooming parlor. I do nails. Like, I'm serious about my shit. I'm really professional, had my whole professional little gig on, and that's what he was on. So he was looking at my hand, and at the time I was engaged. And he told me, he was like, yeah, you're going to have to come up from under that ring. And I'm like, I just start smiling, like, because I'm thinking, why? Like, all for a nail tech job? But I really didn't.
Wait, so what did that mean, though? What did that mean, come from up under that ring?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, you're going to have to come from up under that ring. And I was looking like, and I'm like, why you say that? And he said, because the industry that you're in, my fiance at the time, like, it might cause some friction because I'm working around men or this, and that. And I'm just like, I'm telling myself, I know how to conduct myself. I'm professional. Like, I don't sleep with the people I work for or the people I do work, with. I don't do that. So at that point, we got up and we done a tour around the barbershop or whatever. So
once that occurred, that's when I was like, borderline, my wall was up, because I'm like, oh no, this ain't what I'm thinking it's gonna be. I mean, it's Atlanta. I've had many people plenty of times try to talk to me or like pitch a business at me because you're pretty or you carry yourself a certain type of way. But if you're not careful with people's demeanor and the words they say, if you're not naive to that, if you're young and you just I'm looking for a big break. My apologies again. At this point, she started to have technical difficulties again. However, I just want to kind of reiterate what she just said. She just spoke about the fact that during the interview, she was told that Nesto was married to a very important person, and that because of that, in order for them to proceed with the interview, that she needed to basically take her clothes off so that she can prove that she was not wearing a wire. Now, what's interesting about this is probably the second person that we've seen on YouTube to talk about this experience. However, I've talked to 2 other people that said that they had the same experience. But I'm going to insert a clip of the young lady, Yes, I Am Hazel, that is the name of her YouTube channel, where she describes having a similar experience multiple times.
Now, Hazel is the girl that the one that I played for you guys, a real pretty girl. She's real, real pretty. The one that Ernesto almost slept with in his Jeep, okay? I didn't realize that it was more girls coming forward. So this seemed like a game that he plays with every single woman that he brings to the shop. So let's continue.
Times during the interview process. Yikes. After that, we will get right back into Nova's interview.
Great ad. Yes, honey, Ernesto with his nasty self.
Stand up. So I'm like, okay, I follow his orders, I stand up, and then he's like, all right, strip. So I'm like, huh? He's like, strip. I said, like, strip what? He's like, strip down. I don't know if you're familiar with who I am, but I'm married to a very prestigious person, and we have a protocol here. We got to make sure you're not wearing no wires.
To recap, that is the personal accounting of YouTuber Yes, I Am Hazel. Yes, I Am Hazel was also someone that was employed by Nesto and subjected to a strip search, and was also told that this was necessary because Nesto's wife was a woman of prestige, his marriage was high profile, and she needed to confirm that she was not wearing a wire. I Am Hazel was required to strip down to her underpants in the presence of Mrs. Jones, Nesto, and Nesto's son, Dion, and perhaps another unnamed person. Literally.
And you guys may have heard the name Dion if you guys listen to the phone calls from prison. Dion has called his dad several times, okay? Dion, I feel, was also involved in the trafficking stuff, helping his dad with the trafficking of these women, okay? Yes, so, and Miss Jones, of course, she's also like the madam handler type person who kind of coaches the women into coming in and what they need to do for said interview to get the job, okay? She's in charge of the girl. She's the Della Reese of the barbershop, if you will, okay?
As soon as you start getting into it, it went away. That's okay, because that's why we're pre-recording it so that we can edit it, because, it means it's not live, you know what I mean?
She was having problems with her internet.
So we had got to the part in the conversation where you're at the interview, you've already been asked to remove your shirt, to unzip your pants.
Yeah.
And you already, I'm sure at this point, like red flag, but then I'm guessing what makes people comfortable with him saying take off your shirt is probably because it's followed up with I'm in a whole high profile marriage, and you can't be wearing a wire. So I'm thinking that kind of disarms people, along with Miss Jones being there. Am I right? Yeah. Yep. You're totally right. With her being in the room, it's like stuffing it up. And so the next, which we would say would probably be, I don't know how you felt about him saying that you need to come up from under your ring. So that was your next. You're probably like,
Yeah, it made me super uncomfortable because, first of all, any woman that got a protective man by their side
he was already not for it because it's a male grooming parlor that's open 24 hours a day.
That's unheard of.
Mm-hmm. So the thought of me having to get up at maybe 12 o'clock at night because I have a client, you know what I'm saying? Like, it made him uneasy. So he had his notions as well.
Mm-hmm. As he should be, because
so for me,
it's a shame.
Mm-hmm. And then I had to go home and tell him what the man had said so he could be more cautious. So it's not like I'm hiding nothing from you. You know what I mean? I wanted to be completely transparent about everything, as I always was with my partner. So, yeah.
Wow. So how did he take it? How did he take it, though? How did he take that?
Like it. He was very uneasy. It didn't cause a lot of rift in the relationship, but it definitely put a damper on it because of the place where I work. So you would have thought the way my fiance at the time, the way he felt about me working at Nesto's, you would have thought. Yeah, he wasn't feeling it at all.
Okay. So, all right. So that's your first day when all of this stuff happens, right? Mm-hmm. So what happens next? You get hired, or do they tell you there's another process? What happened next?
Yeah, he told me I was hired, so I'm not sure the time frame from when I actually started. It probably wasn't long, probably like the next couple days or whatever. He told me that what the dress attire would be, which was, he wanted everybody to wear something fitted, like we have to wear fitted jeans and like a nice tux with the bow tie. And he actually, because it was barbers that were starting, like at the same time too, he was hiring new barbers. So when we had came to the job one day, he took us all to, I'm not sure what the store is called, but I know where I'm from is called like K&G, where you get like and stuff like that. So he took a group of us. He took all of us there. He got us our white t-shirts, our tuxedo vests, and our tux, our bow ties. He took us there, and then that's what we was wearing. I had my heels on, and then I felt classy, you know what I'm saying? Because, I never worked in a place where you got to wear heels and,
That's how they dressed.
But I wasn't getting any business. Like, there was no business coming through the door. Shop. Like, none. Like, you charging $50, $60, $100, whatever for a haircut. Like, you didn't have no set plan for how much you would charge when it came to the nails. So you decided, all right, well, you come up with it or whatever. So basically now I'm a part of your business plan. So the guys in the on the barber side, because when you first come into the building, it's like glass windows or whatever. So glass windows. And then you come in the front door, and then it's like you stop and somebody have to push a buzzer for you to get into the main door. And then it's the barbershop. But then when you go past the, it was like a big fish tank that he had in there, like a huge fish tank with like mass different type of exotic fish. So when you go past that and go down a couple steps and turn right, it's like another door where you can turn right. And that was the nail salon part. But it wasn't like nail tables or nothing like that. It was just like maybe 3 or 4 pedicure chairs. That was it.
Oh, okay.
Y'all see that?
So I'm just trying to figure out what he thought was he like, and how much, what was the price point like?
For barbers, I think they were paying like $300 a week for a chair.
That's a lot.
Just because it was supposed to, the location is Buckhead. He got all these producers and stuff coming in to get their haircut and stuff like that, but we never seen them. Never seen them.
Wow.
So he wanted me to pay $100 a week to start. And I'm like, $100 a week to start. And I'm like, I'm okay with it for now because I'm trying to find the potential in it. You know what I'm saying? So if I have to pay $100 a week, I don't have a problem with paying that because now I'm just an independent contractor and I'm going out here hustling, getting my own.
Right, that's different. Yeah.
Okay. So that was that. So
you had to pay $100 a week and commission?
No, this was we haven't even gotten to that yet.
Oh boy.
Because right now, at this point, I'm coming out of pocket paying you, but I'm not getting nothing in return. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you're making sure the barbers get clientele, but it's only me. I'm the only nail tech here. There's no business coming in for me.
Okay, I see what you're saying. And so, did you ever confront him about that?
Yes, we talked.
And how'd that go?
So by this time, it's his son that works there, Dion.
Mm-hmm.
It's another guy that works there. His name was Robert. That was his nephew.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, Louis. We had Rico. We had another girl named Kia that worked there. She was coming back and forth from North Carolina to work here.
Wow.
But as time went on, I guess Terry's job, whatever they had going on between them two, it was like intensifying. So her role, became kind of more dominant.
Okay, and Terry is Mrs. Jones.
Terry is Mrs. Jones. Yep, right.
Okay.
That's Miss Jones, child.
So when you say her role intensifies, what do you mean by that?
When I say that, I mean, like, far as her, she was starting to be more aggressive with her deliveries on things, like how she wanted people to be. And it was weird because he wanted everybody to walk around with walkie-talkies, like, it was business. He had cameras where you can see, you can hear. Like, it was becoming weird. So
at a
you're
barbershop
with no business, but you got walkie-talkies and cameras and microphones and stuff like that. So, like, for me, it's sounding like it's just he has a fantasy about the way this business should perform, and he's living out his fantasy like it's playtime for him.
Pretty much. He have us outside. Like, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Buckhead, but they have, like, Louis Vuitton and all those stores. He would have us walking up and down the street, passing out flyers, like, with the walkie-talkies on. He wanted to see people with the walkie-talkies because that meant, we're business, like, just like the This is how we mob. Nestos. All women and all this other stuff.
Great.
So that was just image, basically.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, anything happened there did you talk to perhaps someone else that was a woman or even a man that worked there that was subjected to the strip interview?
I don't know about the men. The men that I talked to, they didn't have to do none of that. The guys that I talked to that worked there did none of those things. And then this is where I was able to see things from the outside looking in, even though I was on the inside, because my personality was too strong for what you really had going on. I'm not going for none of that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now it becomes, because I'm really professional and I'm not going for what you're trying to push out there, then it came to a point where you try to get other barbers to, like, break me down to see if they could have a chance with me, type of thing. Like, see if they get close to me.
So when you say he tried to get other barbers, was he trying to get with you initially?
Yes. Like, yeah.
Oh, like, what happened, girl?
Like, those were the type of things he would say. But in order for you to, like, fully pursue somebody, that person has to have a reaction to it, whether it's a he or you said, I ain't have none of that.
So give me an example, like something that he would say to you that was inappropriate.
Like telling me how I look in my jeans, how I look in my clothes. First of all, you got gray everywhere. Like, it's weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your role, who you are, or whoever you married to, that don't suit or boot me, it's yours, not mine. I'm trying to get mine. That's why I'm here working. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Telling me about, how he wants us I'm gonna say me specifically because he spoke to me personally, but and then I heard him saying it to the group too. So I don't know if he told them too, like personally, and then made an announcement. But he had a room downstairs where you had like air mattresses and shit. Oh yeah, y'all can stay down here, sir. I live here. What do I need to stay here for? Now, if you were telling Kia, the girl that's coming back and forth from,
y'all hear that? Air mattresses, trafficking. Y'all hear that? I'm catching it. Y'all catching that? Why do you need air mattresses at a barbershop where you're cutting hair and giving foot massages and doing feet and pedicures and manicures? Like, why do you need blow-up mattresses downstairs?
Whereas from Virginia, if you telling her, hey, this is what we're gonna do. I have a place down here for y'all to sleep. If you know understood. But just for shits and giggles, why?
So wait a minute. So he was making the offer for people to live in the salon?
Yeah. They were, and they were
not just now.
They were staying there.
Y'all hear that? People were staying there.
What?
Yeah, they were staying there.
The employees were living at Nesto's.
I don't know if they were living, but they definitely were staying overnight. And what went on that night, I can only tell you what I can assume from the talks that was had, because I never stayed overnight.
I was like, well, tell me now, what was they saying? What was that, like, what was the rumor about what was going on?
Sucking and everything underneath the sun. Nesto have some of the workers that work there, because all the barbers, he wanted all the barbers to have like an assistant, like a sexy assistant where they bring out on like silver platters, like the sting towels, or offering them something to drink. He wanted it to be a whole show.
Like a concierge.
Yeah, like the way my fiance at the time felt about me working there, you would think I was a server at one of them bars or something where they wear like the fishnet leggings and the swimsuits.
Or like a gentleman's club. Oh my goodness. So wait a minute. Girl, I was not ready. I was not ready. So,
yep, a brothel. You said
employees were sleeping at Nesto's in a room designated for sleepovers, basically.
Yep.
And so you saw this room? Like, what was there?
It was nothing in the room. It was like, all right, as big as the building was, like the upstairs, it looked like it would be small from where you would be standing in there. But it's like a whole downstairs. It was like another salon downstairs, like another business. Yeah, it was like a whole downstairs. It was like a board. He had like a boardroom where it was like a big table with chairs around it. And then it was another room next to that had nothing in it but people air mattresses, and if they had bags or whatever, what they were staying there using. Yeah.
Okay, so these sleepovers.
That's so weird.
People were having sex.
Yes.
Y'all hear that?
And Nesto as well?
Yes. Listen, this man,
she said, or Nesto as well. She said they were having sex in these rooms where they had the blow-up mattresses. She said, or Nesto as well. She said yes.
It was a certain female that worked there while we was there, and she had an odor. Everybody was talking about the odor until I don't know who said something to her, but everybody was talking about the odor. Come to find out she had something. Nesto gave it to her, but she wasn't the only one with it because he was sleeping with other girls in there. So they all was in there walking around burning.
I want to share with you a travel secret that could have you staying in Dubai.
Lord, child. Burn, baby, burn. Ernesto had them burning. Did y'all hear that? Child, he had a campfire between these women's legs at the barbershop, Lord.
Travorium, and our friend Shataya Alexander can help us all travel like a boss. And
let's get past this ad, guys. Oh, what the hell? Girl, we don't care. We don't care. Let's get through the ad, honey, because this is juicy. Did y'all hear that? Y'all feel free to talk in the comments about this. All right, we're back.
Come to find out she had something. Nesto gave it to her, but she wasn't the only one with it because he was sleeping with other girls in there. So they all was in there walking around burning.
Hold on, baby. Let me drink my coffee. Hold on.
Girl, it's a campfire between your legs, girl.
That's why I got my baby. Excuse me. And you can't tell, but I am literally like shaking even just.
I see
like,
you. I'm trying and I get it. I really do, and I'm hoping that I can help you be comfortable. That's why I didn't want to do this live too, because I wanted to make sure, it was just me and you and stuff like that. The lady with the odor. Mm-hmm. So the odor wasn't musty. The odor was BV or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And there were.
At first we all thought it was the fish tank. We thought that maybe
it was fish, all right.
Because it was fish in there that would eat the other fish. So we thinking like maybe a fish dead in there or something. No, it was this body odor the whole time.
Child, the other fish.
And she got it from Nesto.
Yeah.
And
I said, let me stop. So if Ernesto is infecting these women in the shop, could Shirley Strawberry have experienced the same thing? Y'all feel a connection there? If he's sleeping with all these women at the shop and each of these women are catching whatever it is that they're catching to where they're burning and carrying on, he's also sleeping with Shirley as well. So did he pass this along to her too? Ooh, child.
So other women had it too?
Yeah.
Okay, so approximately how many of his employees do you think he was sleeping with?
I think, honestly, I feel like anything that walked through there who wanted to be on a higher level or, he made them feel like he can take their life to the next level, yeah, they all went for it.
This is also consistent with what YouTuber
Yes, I Am Hazel shared on her channel. She also said that she was told that if she wanted to succeed on the job, that she would have to do the same things that Mrs. Jones did, and that is to become him being Nesto. And in order to accomplish this, in Nesto's words, he has to come inside of you.
Honey, y'all hear that?
I thought my mom was mad
That's
at me.
some sick shit. Pardon all the ads, y'all, okay? That was Ernesto's son in the middle.
She was the one. She was like, to me, she was the one. She's like the recruiter.
That's what I thought.
She was like the recruiter. And if you ask me,
Child.
from the time that I met her, you look like somebody he picked up off the street and threw a suit on her and said, "Here, I want you to run my business."
Wow.
That's the girl
like,
that says
that's
the
what
recruiter.
She looked like. She wasn't giving her life was together. She wasn't giving like, yeah, I'm a business professional. No, she wasn't giving that. She was dead ass giving madam, recruiter, and yeah, like walk around in your heels, like yeah, like, oh, we can talk to Nesto. Like if somebody get an attitude with her or whatever, it's like, oh, we can talk to Nesto. Like she had him in her back pocket type of thing.
Oh, so she used her muscle as the person that was closest to, or the second in charge or whatever. She kind of like would use that as leverage against the employees.
Yeah, because he will walk around and tell people like, yeah, she me. Like she me. Like
that's the recruiter.
When I ain't here, she me. Like you got to go through her. Ma'am, I'm not going through you for shit. I'm a grown ass woman. You're younger than me, and I have a whole child. Mm-hmm. This is not gonna work that way. Not for me.
Right.
I'll give you the respect before I was calling you Miss Jones and all that. As long as you call me Miss Nova.
Hello, I feel you.
I feel you. My face, like within like the first week or so, my face became the face of, okay, no, we really are professional. So you have something professional to stand on when you looking.
Mm-hmm.
But it really was bullshit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It really was bullshit.
Did you ever see Miss Jones intimidate anybody?
Yeah, she intimidated the girls for sure. Because
they were afraid of her?
If you're really not secure in your shit, she can make you feel like you'll be out the door.
Wow.
Yeah, like that's how he had her feeling.
Yeah.
So number one, I'm not sleeping here. I got a man at home. I got my own place. I'm not staying here. Mm-hmm. The next outing that we had, he took us to this place called Treat Your Feet over there on what is that, Buford? It was on Buford Highway. Took us to Treat Your Feet, and he took us there. It was like a massage parlor, but it wasn't just me. It was some of the barbers too. And I guess he took us there because he wanted us to see how uniform they move in unison, and that's how he wanted us to move, like kind of like militant, like like we all in order, we all on the same foot type.
Yeah, I've noticed that. When I look at some of the old videos from his page, it seemed like he wanted to give like a military type of, like y'all were, literally in the military or something like that. I did notice that.
This is them at the shop, y'all.
I did notice.
What the hell? At a barbershop.
Y'all wore. I can send you another picture just for like verification of me and my tux sitting at the.
Was he running like some type of? It's giving cult vibes. You guys getting that? It's kind of feeling like a cult at the barbershop. That's what it's giving me.
Oh, pedicure ball taking my pictures or whatever.
Oh my God.
It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
So, just tell me how bad it was. If you're comfortable, you can take your time.
So Robert, his nephew Robert, and it was another girl named Keisha. Now Keisha had a close friend that worked there too. Okay, Keisha had a close friend. I think the girl's name was like Deja or something like that. She like do dance classes and stuff too. So once he started having more girls come to be assistants and stuff like that, then the girls that were already there were telling their homegirls like, "Hey, girl, come. You know how it go. Come over here and get you a job. Work with them, make you some money, or da 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 da, all of that." So one time, I was cool with Keisha at first. I was fine with her or whatnot. Keisha and Robert came over to my house one day. It was cool, we was just
house.
Get together type of thing. Nothing major. My wasn't home at the time, so it was fine with me having company or whatever. So, mind you, I just moved there, so I really didn't have too much furniture. I had, my bedroom was full completely together, and so was my daughter's. So I let them stay. I'm like, y'all can stay, but you can't lay in my daughter's bed. Like, you cannot lay in my daughter's bed.
Yeah, no,
so the next morning, woke up or whatever, they left, but I know they.
Didn't you just get done saying that everybody had fish going on? Then you bring them to your house and tell them they can stay at your house and bringing the fish to your house? Like, keep work at work and don't be letting folk come to your house from work. Now they know where you stay. Oh, God.
Fucked. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm here. Like, I know y'all fucked in my daughter's room. Like, whether you was in her bed or not, I don't know. But like a few weeks later, I went out and got her a new mattress or whatever because it was just fucking with my head.
It was bothering you, yeah.
It was fucking with me. So that was like a couple, like $100 and some I came out just to get her a new mattress because of my stuff, So
yeah,
I get that the next day.
Sure.
And Nesto, he pulled me to the side. He pulled me in the office and he let me know that I had company at my house. What bills do you pay here? How did you even know that? You get what I'm saying? Like, for real. So after that, he come out and he tell Robert and Keisha, like, telling them they owe me some money because they treated my house like a hotel. So, like, they owe me some money. But I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, sometimes when you take an L on your own behalf, you just let it be that. Because dragging that shit along.
But why did he do that? Why do you think it sounds like he was trying to create a rift because
he was
okay, so I get it now. He is everything that I think he is.
Manipulative.
Yeah, a master manipulator. Boom. If they're coming to your house, there's a trust and camaraderie there. He wanted to make sure he busted that shit up.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure that I knew what was going on outside the shop, as well as, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he really tried to stick his nephew on me to like see if they can break me, see if you can get with her, see if you can, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the shit they talked about in the shop.
Wow.
Like, what do you mean?
That's the shit they talked about in the shop. Like, I feel like, when you trying to get with somebody and they not giving you the time of day, you're going to try to send somebody else to see if they can, see if you can crack her. See if you can crack her. See if you can like her.
Wow.
See if she.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to interrupt you. You can go ahead.
That's just what it was. That's how it was. And I was really strong. Like, I'm strong-minded as fuck. Like, I bend for certain things just so I can, see what's going on. But I'm not passing my morals. If it's not me, it's not me. I'm not doing none of that. We can lose the job and all that.
Right.
He knew that.
Right.
So I wasn't getting money. Remember, I told you that at the beginning. So now we're weeks in now. Still not getting no money. So, okay, I need to go to commission or something because I don't want to keep paying you when these are all my products. This is everything that I'm purchasing. You know what I'm saying? So with that, at least it gives you leeway of now I can stop using my own products. Now you will have to start providing things. And now we can see if we can get some money coming in.
Right.
So I'm going to the office. I'm having this discussion with him. He tell me, all right, well, what about 50? He said, we can do 50-50. 50-50 for what? You're not doing 50% of the work and you're not buying products. So what are you getting 50% of my money for? He was like, okay. So what you want to do? Tell me what you want to do. We can do 60-40.
We didn't do it.
He was like, okay, I get 60, you get 40. Where? He was like, so you don't challenge yourself? That's not a challenge. That's robbery.
Yeah.
Why would I
get 60? I get 40.
And I take 40%.
Boy.
This man really got a pimp-like mindset.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So after that, one of the other barbers I got really, really cool with, close to or whatever. But I think because of how tall I am, I'm only 5 feet tall. I look way younger than what I am. My spirit, my energy is way young. It's way younger than the age that I am. So a lot of people always think like, oh yeah, what you about 20? What you about 19? No, I'm about to be 40 in a couple of years. Like I look young, but I'm not young at all. So
you just sat here and told us you 40 and you stayed in this bullshit at 40 years old. Nothing like none of your antennas went off, like none of your spidey senses said, hey, I might want to go ahead and get the fuck out of here because we're weeks in now and I ain't made no money. And then he done told me when I make the money that he gonna take 60 off child and give me 40 and he ain't doing a damn thing. Let's continue. You 40 though.
So the barber that I got really, really cool with, he was younger, still in college. You know what I mean? Miss. He had just started college and stuff like that, but he was like me. He's not with that shit. So that's how we became really cool. Because we sit back and, it's cameras where they can hear and listen. So now we got our little eye contacts and,
Wait a minute.
So
you being watched the entire time.
See it all, so y'all can duck off someplace and have a private conversation?
Yeah, you want to go outside? You want to go get in the car? But as far as like having actual conversations or nothing, oh no, he tuned into everything.
Wow. So,
for those of you joining for the first time, this is about Ernesto, Shirley Strawberry's now ex-husband, running his barbershop and everything that went down in the shop. Okay.
Miss Jones, was Miss Jones sleeping with Nesto as well?
Yeah.
Y'all hear that?
Wow.
Yeah. One of the barbers even said it was like it's an apartment complex that sits behind there. Nesto even said that he had an apartment up there where I guess that downstairs wasn't doing too much of anything. So it was like apartment behind where the business was that he said he had a little condo in there too or something like that. I never went in there. So I don't know. But some of the barbers said, it is true. He got an apartment over there or whatever. So, yeah.
So do you think that could possibly be the place that the young lady who spoke about him attempting to sexually assault her? You think, because she described an apartment building that seemed like corporate housing or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
See, when she said that, I really don't too much know because could have been because like I said, Terry couldn't have lived too far because she was always on foot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never seen her drive a car. She didn't have a car. She literally, like you can tell, she was dependent on him for her checks. Like,
gotcha.
Like you can tell she was dependent on him.
Would she have been sleeping with other people there too?
I don't think she was sleeping with other people that worked there, but I do think he had her sleep with other people, like to get people in there, because he would always talk about, you know,
He was
she
pimping
would
her out.
always go out to like the bars and stuff. Like I would stay till like maybe 9, 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, on and off, because I worked somewhere else too, so I wasn't going there all day.
Mm-hmm.
I would go after, you know, I worked at this salon, then I'll come out the Buckhead and do this part, you know, because I'm trying to build. So I really don't have no time to like just sit down and chill.
Right.
So I would.
Wow.
Yeah, she would, and she would be wet. Like you can tell she was wet. You can tell she drank a lot. She would come eyes red. She had short hair with like the little. She would put on a wig from time to time or some shit, but she had like the little, it looked like beginner locks, but it was like real
twist, comb twist.
Mm-hmm. It was even a time
That's
Nesto was telling me like, yeah, and he got this thing about like, he think he know what's best, what looks best on a woman. He told me I should cut my hair. I'm not cutting my hair. Like the barber that I'm telling you about that I got close with, he came in my ear after like that whole discussion out, you know, in the open. He was like, I know you ain't about to cut your hair. And I'm like, hell no, I ain't cutting my fucking hair.
Wow, that's interesting. So
yeah,
he wanted
to cut
to
my hair short.
Wow. And so out of the blue, he just, you should cut your hair?
Yeah, telling everybody, yeah, you should put this on with this, and then you wear this with this, and yeah, you cut your hair. And I think one of the girls actually did go and cut her hair. Yep, wow. One of the girls actually cut her hair, and I was just looking at her like, girl, you stupid.
So sending
like you can work. So you going out changing your appearance for what? To bring out fucking hot towels or some champagne on a platter?
That's crazy, y'all.
Right.
It's worth that to you. Okay, you got it.
So when you say he was possibly sending her out to sleep with her being Miss Jones, like she went to bars to do what, like recruit customers, or I don't know, like it was trafficking or prostitution?
I believe it was both, because if we're all sitting in a barbershop, right? Nesto call your phone, or he send you out to go to these little bars and shit that's out there where the producers and all those, they hang out, for you to come back with your eyes bloodshot red, like you've been drinking all night, bringing people back to get services.
Yeah, that sounds really shady to me. That sounds shady. Did men go to the barbershop? Go to the bars as well for clients, or do you think it was just, and was Miss Jones the only woman that went?
She was the only person that went out and did shit like that. Because the barbers weren't going, because the barbers was at the shop waiting for money to come in.
Right. Well, did Shirley ever come?
Yes.
So what happened?
One time I came in, that Hummer that I showed you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was in at the time. He definitely had another Hummer. I think it was white, and it sat in front of the building. You know how like people want to showcase nice cars to like cause attention to look at the building? He had one that set up in the front too. She's sitting in the car. I'm coming in, you know, and I'm like, oh shit, that's Shirley Strawberry, right?
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, the most nastiest person I ever met, like stank face. She was just nasty. Like she didn't want to speak. She was on her, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm, you know, this is my boss's wife, so I'm trying to speak. So when people say, oh yeah, Shirley didn't know, there's no way, in no way, shape, or fashion or form that you didn't know what was going on in this place, because you've been there. You've come.
Y'all hear that?
And you can't
say
wait a minute, because I seen you. I stood next to the car and looked at you.
So you think she knew what Miss Jones was doing? You think she knew what Nesto was doing?
How can you, as much stuff as he was doing, how can you not know that shit was going on? And if that's the case, how come when you see employees of your husband's establishment come out, how come you not greeting them with a smile? How come you not saying, hey, how you doing?
I think Shirley had an attitude towards these girls because she knew, like she said, what was going on, that Ernesto was also sleeping with them. But Shirley was so enamored with the lifestyle that he was able to provide her that she kind of turned her head towards that stuff and would act real nasty towards the other girls like they were beneath her because she was the wife. That's what it's giving me.
Your status of who you are, you work with the elite. When people say Shirley Strawberry, they don't think nothing of it. You have to say Steve Harvey behind it in order to know who you're talking about. So you're not that elite where you have to be stank.
Wow. I've heard that she's kind of standoffish and not necessarily nice. But, looking on the internet, especially like when you see her in the barbershop pictures, she seems happy.
And staff.
She's smiling. So you don't think, so you think that she really
That's Shirley with the staff.
Happening.
How could you not know what was happening?
Wow.
Like, I was working there making sure I don't involve myself in those type of talkings or none of that. And I still knew what was happening. So how can you lay next to this man and not know what's happening? You can't be that delusional.
So did she ever come in when shit was going down?
I've never seen her inside.
You never seen her inside?
I've never seen her inside. Only outside.
Oh. Do you think she
like
wanted?
The reason you were giving those looks to all the girls that work there is because you knew.
So did she treat the men differently than she treated the women?
Never seen her interact with the men. Like I said, I seen her outside. She wasn't inside.
Do you think that Nesto didn't allow her to come in?
It's possible.
And do you think that if there's been no interaction with the men, because you did mention that with the women, she had a stank attitude or whatever, do you think that he made sure she didn't interact with the men at all? Or made sure they didn't interact with her?
Probably, but I feel like from the very beginning, how you make people strip or want to search for stuff like that, you kind of give people a notion to not even talk to her. You know what I'm saying? So you already got that in your mind because of how you've done in the beginning with the interviews that like maybe we shouldn't speak or maybe, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. But I went and spoke anyway because why not?
I see what you're saying.
Wow.
So what was the worst thing that ever happened? Like, so bad, at that place. The worst thing that ever happened to you, and also the worst thing that you know happened to someone.
Okay, and this is the day that I quit.
Finally.
Okay. It was only me. Like I told you, I was the only nail tech there. There was no other nail tech. It was starting to annoy me how he would let Terry try to run the place and boss people or whatever like that, because you can't do my job if I'm not here. The only way you can be a manager over me is if I'm working on something, I got to go to the bathroom and you can step in for me, or there's an emergency with my daughter and I got to leave, you can finish this for me. If you can't do none of those things, who are you managing? Not me. You can't manage me. Even a supervisor in a grocery store, if that person gets sick on the register, you got your manager who can come in and step in for you and finish your job. You can't finish my job.
Very true.
You can't do a toe. You can't paint a nail. You can't do anything. So who are you managing?
That fish.
Nesto is managing you to manage what walks in here. Like this was a whole escort thing y'all had going on.
Wow.
And that's real. So I had my friend, I ain't gonna say her name, but I had her come in and I told her to interview so she can work with me. Because she already worked with me at the other salon that I'm with. She's bomb at pedicures. So while she knocking out pedicures, I can be doing these manicures on these men. We dream team. We can get it done. So now maybe more people coming in here, because while I got this person waiting, you can, you know what I'm saying, get this customer going in there. Like, we was about business. So I told her, you know, type of shit that's like how they are. You know, I gave her heads up and stuff like that. Like, they weird. All they try to do is get on with everybody and da-da-da-da-da. Like, but did that. So I went out. Drove out and got her.
One question though. When she had her interview, Did she get asked the same question? Did she have to strip?
I'm getting there. So I went to get her, and I brought her back. She came in for her interview, the same back door. I'm sitting in my car outside waiting. I ain't had no clients in there, so it wasn't no need for me to, sit in there. I was just gonna sit outside and wait. I was in my car smoking, whatever. Now, before this, when I sent you the pictures, the reason you see me in the white scrubs instead of the tuxedo is because I had to go have a conversation with him. I'm not an assistant to a barber. So for me to wear stuff like this, it's uncomfortable because I'm doing nails and feet. I don't need to sit with heels on when I'm doing nails and feet. This is more suitable for me. So this is what I'm going to wear. I changed my own uniform.
Okay.
To white scrubs and black shoes. Okay?
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
So she come in for the interview. She in there for a while. She come back out. I'm like, okay, how did it go? She was like, I got the job. I said, all right, cool. Yes. Like, I'm ready to start talking about plans and how we can, pass out flyers, the areas we can go to that I already been to, you know what I'm saying? Just giving her. And then she was like, but he asked me to take my clothes off. I had already told her that he made me unbutton my shirt. I told her that already. This time right here was the very first time I ever heard about him making people strip down butt naked. She told me that him and the girl, Miss Jones, was in there. She told me that he made her strip down, butt ass naked, turn around. She said, it was a paper bag over the camera that was in that room. And it broke my heart. That very day, that broke my heart so bad. Because I'm like, why did you do that? I almost said her name because I'm telling you exactly what I said to her. I was like, I said her name. I said, why would you do that? I said, that's degrading. Why would you do that just to do some nails? We only doing nails. She was a little younger at that time, about 21, 22. So she was like, I mean, I'm comfortable with my body, but that's not the point. That's not the point. I didn't have to do that. Why did you do that? She was like, it made me uncomfortable. She was like, but fuck that, let's go. Like, let's just go. I took her home. I came back. I called her when I dropped her off just to talk to her the whole way back to the job because I was that pissed. Now, imagine they get cameras that can see and cameras that can hear. I walked back in the job and I'm sitting on the nail side, legs shaking, trying to figure out my words because I want to know why the fuck would you do that to my friend? I'm livid. I want to know why you did that to my friend. What does her body shape? What does that have to do with nails? Went in there to the barber side. I'm sitting in a chair. It was like a black sofa that was in front of the barber chairs. I sit there. I got Rico on one side and my homeboy that I became cool with. I have him on the other side. And they looking at me like, what's wrong with you? Shit. Said it loud. Now, mind you, I'm professional. I always stay professional in there. But this time, I'm like, shit. Miss Jones, she in the office or whatever. And she looking at me like, because we never got along. So, she looking at me like, and I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at me like that for? She was like, what? What the fuck are you looking at me like that for? Get up. Come here, let me talk to you for a minute. I want to take her in the other room. But I guess she got a little chirp on her walkie-talkie or whatever we had. And she had to go do something. So I go in the other room. I go down the steps. I look in the boardroom just so I can look and see if the bag, but it wasn't no bag no more over that camera. So now I get on the phone. I'm downstairs. I get on the phone. I call Diamond again. I said, Diamond, I'm about to say something just so you know, because it's not sitting right with me. Like, I'm pissed as fuck. She like, no, don't say nothing. It's okay. Like, it's cool. Don't say nothing. She was like, I shouldn't have did it, but I did. I'm going to say something anyway. Before I even got off the call, I'm getting a call from Nesto on my phone.
Because he's listening. He hears you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you just had my friend do that. So, of course, you're going to be listening. And I don't think Terry got a chirp from him or whatever the fucking case. I really don't think that. I think you went out to call him to let him know I was feeling.
Now, he gave all of them, and this is just my interpretation. I think he gave everybody, all the workers there, walkie-talkie so that they can communicate. One, if the police come. Two, if somebody like feds or somebody like that are like watching or something weird is going on to where somebody is getting ready to intrude on what they're doing, they can chirp and or let them know like real quick, hey, something is about to go down, da 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 da. I'm pretty sure he trained everybody that had a walkie-talkie to say, hey, let me know if you see some crazy shit or cops or anything like that coming, because they're also running a trafficking ring inside the barbershop. Crazy.
By the way, I was talking to you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that put his antennas up right away. So I'm going off at this point, like, no, fuck this shit. Y'all weird as fuck. Y'all got some da-da-da-da-da. Then he tell me, he was like, well, you can leave and not come back. First he asked me what I said. And I said, you got cameras around this motherfucker. You heard what I said. He was like, well, say it again. Then Dion came out, his son. He was, trying to soften things up. What's going on? Da-da-da-da. No, fuck that. And fuck me too. Da-da-da-da. I quit. Took the fucking shit off, threw that, and I left. That was it for me. My friend, she was like, don't quit your job. Because she knew how excited I was about working in a place that was kind of elevated. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was like, don't quit. But I had to quit. What type of friend am I? I invite you here to come and interview for this. Know they done this to you. Know how it made you feel uncomfortable. It made you feel and still work here. That's not no friend. Fuck this place.
Yeah.
I left that day.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm proud of you because I know that was hard.
But now they know where you stay.
Like the way the other barbers would try to holler. And I'm cool with all that because I can hold my own. Like, I need an opportunity, but I'm not one of them people that you can prey on because I need an opportunity.
Right.
So, yeah, that was it for me. I definitely told her if I ever seen her in the street, bitch, I'll beat your ass. Like, you think these walls are here and Nesto guarding you, and it don't work that way. It don't work that way. And if I was to ever see you in the street, bitch, that'd be it for you. Because I'll beat your ass. Because you want some real pedophile shit. Y'all don't need to see this woman body to do no fucking nails.
Right.
What you gonna do? Bend over and spread her cheeks so you can see if it's a wire in there? No.
I wonder how many women were subjected to that.
A lot. Because he even took us on a trip before to see his bus. He had like a Greyhound bus. But he changed it on the inside, so it was a barbershop. So he took us over there, and I guess this was his way of showing us everything he's accomplished or everything he's built. And, like, give you that motivation to want to, get that and get the money and work for him because he can get you here, too, type of thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So did your friend go back, or did she just say, no, she's not going back? Okay. Did y'all ever consider going to the police?
I never did. And I'm going to tell you why. Mm-hmm. Because from that point, from the time that I had been living in Atlanta, you see so many things. Money rule everything. It don't matter if you got, no, I really am a victim or this. People with big money like that, they're connected with the sheriffs. They're connected with the police. They connected. Like, what are you going to do?
Would you ever consider it now that the light is on his ass? You would.
And because I don't live in Atlanta anymore, I would. I want to speak my piece because I got girls.
Right.
And I can't sit here and preach to them about make sure you don't let people take advantage of you. If I'm letting people take advantage and I'm not showing them what to do with it.
But listen, baby, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself because you did what you protected your friend. You protected yourself and you were a young woman when you did it. You stopped potentially something from happening. You don't know what they would have did to your friend if you had not interceded. Okay, so don't you be down on yourself, because look, there are so many women that never tell anything, that will never say nothing, that do not have the guts to stick up for their friends, but you did it. You did it. So you cry your tears because crying is healing, but don't you put yourself down, because you did what you, and look, they have a mother that they could be proud of. Do you understand me? Okay, you didn't, you baby, you made it. You got nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing at all. But nothing at all. You're beautiful. You're driven. I can see it all in you. You don't do that.
It definitely it changed my perspective on my gift that I have. I moved there in 2014 because that was my dream, to own my own nail salon and be in a bigger city than where I am. It was never for fame or things like that. Like, I just always, like, I'm good with my hands. I'm very creative, and I just wanted to take it to another level because I didn't feel that from here where I live. And after I left Nesto's, I went and I did get me my own salon, my own suite. And that man, he was the same way. He was sleeping with all the girls. You get cut back on your rent if you sleeping with him, but he had a wife. So his wife was in the building. She was walking around. She was in there. And these girls were still sleeping with that man while his wife was there, knowing, and it was messy. But I haven't done nails since then. I haven't done nails since then. And you know, when you move away to go accomplish some things, your family expects you to excel and be successful if you're going to do those things. And I wonder, like, well, you've been there for a while, like, you know, you ain't doing nothing. You know, I worked on Love and Hip Hop, doing nail. I've done a lot of things, but the atmosphere is the same, and that just stole a piece of joy that I had for it. It really did. Like, it put a damper on that, because now I know for sure that I will never get to the level that I want to get to, because I'm not willing to do none of those things. So I never get to the level. No, ma'am. You can get where you're going. Okay? I was you don't have years, and I could not. Baby, it don't matter. You can get where you want to get. Don't do that to yourself. Okay? Your story is not over. Okay? I have a daughter in her 30s, right? You can start. Do you know how many times a woman my age has had to recreate, reinvent? And I see women do it all the time. Baby, it does not have to be over. It does not. And I say this to you as somebody that has won in business and sometimes lost. I have survived sexual assault, so many things. And I'm not trying to give a pep talk or whatever, but I'm telling you, you can do this. You can. It's not over. You're too young to say it's over. If that's what you want to do, baby, you can do that. You can do that. I ache for you, because I feel you on that. He took something from you. Yeah. He took something from you. And then you having to witness this happen to other women at other salons speaks to a toxic culture within that business, within men and in women for participating. And it's sickening. It's absolutely sickening. What you say, honey? It makes it really hard for people like me, because I'm not a lustful person at all. I'm not excited by what's yours, because it's not mine. So it don't me, your car, your money, it don't excite me. But it does hurt when you, like, really trying to get out there and you got grown men trying to take advantage of girls who are looking for a better way. Yeah. And that's really all it was. Like, you were taking advantage of girls that look, I'm on a go. I'm trying to do this. I got kids. I don't have nobody to turn to. Like, those are the people you prey on who you don't think got nobody. And then when they do have somebody, you try to, push them away. Like you was trying to get away from my fiance at the time. Like, you were trying to isolate me from people that love me to try to put in my head, That was a hard pill to swallow. Mm-hmm. And then the lies that he told once I left about why I left and stuff like that.
What did he say?
I don't remember to the T, but the guy that I was really cool with, he told me that it was some lies that they tried to like stir up, and he corrected them for me. You know what I mean?
A smear campaign after you left, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But my friend said, he was like, nah, not Nova. Like, she would never. Like, nah, that's not true. And he left not too long after that. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it was day-to-day things that happen all the time. Like, you would see people coming from downstairs, and it's like, why are y'all coming from downstairs? Like, it's in the morning, we just getting started. Maybe like on the weekends when I would get there, you got people coming from downstairs. Like, y'all look like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all look like what y'all just did. Like, it was. Yeah.
Did Nesto spend the night there too?
I'm sure he did. I'm sure.
And what about Dion? Do you think Dion was participating in this stuff?
Of course.
But see, that's what I really couldn't put a finger on, because Dion, maybe he is like his dad in some ways, but he wasn't like him.
Okay.
That you know of.
I don't know what he was like outside the shop, because again, like the first time I hung with Robert and Keisha outside the shop, that was the last. So I don't know what he was like outside of the shop, but I know inside the shop, he was never loud. He was, he's kind of quiet person. Never, like, if there were like issues stirring up, he like the peacemaker trying to like, hey, y'all cut that shit out, or you know what I'm saying? He was like real like calm. So I don't know what way he's like his father, but the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So, I can't put it past them. So I'm pretty sure if your daddy putting you up on game, like, hey, look here, this is what we about to do. That's how we gonna do it. You know what's going on. And if you're aware of what's going on, you're a participant.
Period.
You're a participant.
How you feeling with it? Oh, that's files. Probably come check and see if I got this thing popping, man. Oh, man.
Y'all see that? Sorry for the ad, guys. You always have the ads right in the great spot. Sure. All right, and we're back.
Hey, what's going on, Pop?
Yes, sir. We got to keep the Nestos. Always Nestos. Everything Nesto. Everything Nesto, buddy. Got to. You don't, the haters gonna get to you. Then let the haters get to you, buddy. What's going on, sir? How you doing? How you enjoying your new shop, Nesto Jr.?
I'm like, you
See you look cake. Your cake look good.
Wait on.
Let's see what you looking like here, buddy. See what make sure you looking good. Make sure you represent this thing here real good. How you feeling today, buddy?
Good, man.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. All right, brother. I'm on that.
That's old Nesto.
Real talk.
Hope everybody's hitting the like button. This is juicy.
It was a very stressful environment. From somebody who wants control. You can tell he just wants control.
Do you feel like the men feared him too?
Look at that.
I wouldn't say fear,
Mm-hmm.
but I do feel like we all at times had our own conversations away from the shop. Like, when we're out passing out flyers, like our own, we've had our own conversations where it's like, bruh, like, what do he think this is? Like, you thinking people looking up to you, and all the while we really looking at you like,
Do you even have a plan for real? Do you even know about this business for real? Or are you just getting people all together that know about the business to help push your business because you don't know? Like, so it didn't seem like he really knew business. I think, my personal opinion, I feel like Nesto, he would get luxurious things.
Crazy.
Like the cars or the business. And I really feel like that business was a front just for you to be fucking people or whatever.
What did I just say?
Because it wasn't no business coming in there.
So it was never a busy place?
It was never a busy day. You'll have like 1 or 2 people this day. Then you'll have like a few people this day. But the only people I've ever seen had like back-to-back clientele was Dion.
Shout out to you, man. That's those, man. The time is now. How's your life up? I made today till now. I had to call my favorite barber. That's my son, Nesto Jr. I'm proud to be able to get my cut from my own son with his own craft. It's a wonderful thing. I want to thank God that I made it here safely. Now we're going to the next level now. Next level is being successful in our craft to bring it together, to build stronger. I want to dedicate this thing to God, Jesus Christ, my wife, and the people who believe in Nestos. I wouldn't have made it this far without him. And the people who believe in him. I keep saying that because here's the deal. Sometimes people talk about you, and sometimes they tell you things that you can't do. But you got to believe in your own game and stay strong to the game.
Oh, game
is a proven fact. It's a proven fact. My own son cut my hair. Guess what? If I hadn't gotten the game, I cannot show him the game.
So Dion was a good barber.
Why you always throw God in it too?
He was a good barber. And what about Miss Jones was a barber?
Huh?
Was Miss Jones a barber or she was just a manager?
She wasn't shit. She couldn't cut no hair. She can't do no lashes. She can't do feet. She can't do nothing. You were there. Trying to run people and tell other people what to do, but you don't do any of these things.
So she really was just serving, like you said, as a madam or someone to kind of like soften the bad stuff for the women that were coming in. How many women were working there when you were there?
Or she was there to be the fly on the wall. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Because what else are you providing for the business?
Child.
How many women worked there at one time when you were there?
Me, the Deja girl, Keisha. It was 3.
3 women. And how many men?
Oh no, it wasn't just 3. Cause it was a girl. She was a stud, but she was a barber. The girl that was coming from Virginia. But again, the door was revolving with.
Gotcha.
And like I told you, if I don't connect with you and I don't see anything we have, I don't communicate. I don't associate with them. Even the barbers. Like, I worked every day with the same barbers for a while, and I never spoke to none of them.
Gotcha. Well, they just weren't your type of people. Was it because of everybody was screwing? What was like
that group of people? That's not my type of people.
Gotcha. Wow.
Like, I felt like I was above all of that.
But you was recruiting. Okay.
And you were.
Yeah. What was that? 2015 going into 2016. I didn't start back doing nails until the end of 2017 when I got my salon, and then COVID was approaching and I closed my salon. But even at that salon, I got into it, you know, and I'm not even the type of person to get into it. Like, I will definitely stand my ground, and the mouth can get real disrespectful when I'm disrespected, but I stay on bubble.
I believe that.
I'm not with the high school, everybody chit-chatting around. I'm not with none of that. Don't come in my suite with none of that. This is no place for it here. Yeah, everyone knows how I am. I'm very business oriented. I didn't have time for none of that. We can laugh and talk when I come out my suite and stuff like that. But far as, oh, girl, did you? I don't. Did you hear? Damn, I didn't.
Wow.
and knew everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you have to, in those atmosphere, you have to find a way to separate yourself from it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can know everything that's going around on in there, everything. But how do you keep yourself separate from it?
Right.
Have that, you know, you want to be all, you know, smiley and, you know, like, hey, how you doing? Excited because this is my business. This is what I do. How are you? Can I offer you a service? I'm running specials today on da-da-da-da-da. You can't be that because you have to be this strong woman that's like, yeah. Every time a man walk past, you're like, what is you looking at? Well, you just looking, but it puts you in that space where you just always on edge. You never know what's coming next.
And that is not a healthy work. That's just not healthy at all. So listen, I do have just a few last questions. I'm not gonna hold you, and I'm
You're getting close to the end, okay?
Okay, so I'm gonna hit your cash app. But I also do want to know, so Nesto has a lot of girlfriends. And it appears that he owes a lot of people money. People can't stand him. Did you ever witness like a situation that seemed volatile with someone outside the salon, like maybe coming in like a girlfriend, or even a man that came through like he owed some paper or some funny business was going on?
But you know what? Let me tell you, I've never seen a hostile moment with him and somebody else, but I've heard him speak on it. You know, like when he angry in the shop or somebody trying to do this or do that, and everything was like a hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, you know, I'm trying to, you know, everything was everything that they're saying about him that's coming out, I believe it. He had a lady come in before, and she was supposed to be starting bank accounts for people and stuff like that. And I never did that. No, because who are you?
Right.
I can give you my social or none of that. But like, you would have people come in like, yeah, y'all need to get y'all accounts together. And you try to make it seem like you were setting young folks up for success by telling them the business, but you really weren't. You were taking advantage.
I want to thank this beautiful city, Atlanta, Georgia. That's exactly where I'm from. I want to thank everybody who's there for me from my ups and downs, my trials and tribulations. My job is to get this game back to the ones who want it. These are young folk. The young folk want this game. Contact me, DM me. Let me sit and get it to you for free. I ain't no charger. I'm going to get it to you for free. You ain't got to do what I did. Some things I'm not proud of, some things I am proud of. The one thing about it, I say two to the game.
That's what it sounds like. And then Social Security numbers, you already know. If you've been following this story about what's been going on with Nesto, you already know he probably was scamming, getting loans in people's names. You know, we don't know for sure, but it's too much like that. Like, he got one lady for $250,000.
I believe it.
You know, a single mother had her, you know, getting cars, using her credit card. This man is dirty. Okay.
For those of you that didn't just hear, he was telling them that had a woman come in there to get bank accounts for them, telling them they need to get their bank accounts right. But really, they was taking the information, and he was getting loans in people's names. And he actually got somebody for $250,000, you guys. So he was stealing their information and getting loans. And then I told you I was a bunch of funny business, and that damn barbershop was like hiding all the bullshit that was going on. Let's continue.
You know, the 60-40, I never got my money. I left and still never got my money. I never even went back for it because fuck the money. Just fuck you. Fuck you. Like, I ain't need none of that.
I feel you.
None of that. I packed my shit that same day. If I left anything, I probably couldn't even tell you.
Yeah. Well, Nova, do you have anything else you want to follow up with, or anything you want to say closing out?
Nope, not really. Just these women, we gotta. Opportunity is not a code word for laying on your back. Like, that's not it. That's not it. And that's what the culture is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the culture is in Atlanta. I'm glad I'm gone. I'm definitely glad I'm gone, but I thought that would have been my forever place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I live in Vegas and they call this Sin City, but it sounds like Atlanta is Sin City to me. It really does. And even though you think you dropped the ball, you didn't. You didn't. You dodged it and you helped your friend dodge it. Okay.
Not really.
And don't let nobody take that from you.
Yeah, you know.
All right. All right, girl.
All right, so that's the end of that. Did y'all enjoy that? Crazy ass Ernesto, guys. Oh my God. Her story seems a little bit crazier than the other girls. I mean, the other girls was crazy too, where he lured her to go to this apartment. You guys remember? Told her she had to watch a training video. I was like, what the hell is she training for? But told her she had to go there for a training video. She gets there and half the employees are sitting there watching TV. I think they were going to try to gang R-word her. Had she not started crying and was saying that her cycle was on. That's why they didn't do nothing to her. But then he tried to R-word her in his Jeep on the way back. Y'all remember? And then tried to tell her that her cycle was not on, that she was lying. Ernesto is crazy. I'm glad his ass is locked up, y'all. He definitely needed to be off the streets. But I was saying in the chat that he cannot be around children and he cannot be around animals. So it was something that he did that he shouldn't have done with animals. And they found like inappropriate pictures on several of his laptops when they raided his home, which is why they said he couldn't be around kids. He couldn't be around Shirley Strawberry's daughter. What's the daughter's name? I can't remember her name now. Anyway, and her daughter and her daughter's daughter. He couldn't be around them because something happened. And Shirley's daughter was cooperating with the feds, and Ernesto was pissed about that and he was calling her the B word and everything, and Shirley won't saying shit. I was like, that's your daughter? Like, how you choosing your man over your daughter? Sheridan is her name. Sheridan is Shirley Strawberry's daughter's name. So something happened with Ernesto and Sheridan, and she was cooperating with the feds, and Ernesto was pissed. And Shirley would be on all these calls listening to Ernesto calling her daughter the B word, and she wouldn't say a damn thing. Like, she wouldn't correct him. I was just like, Shirley, that's your daughter. So she was kind of taking Ernesto's side, but now it's all making sense that the second person have come out and spoke out about it and actually connected Shirley Strawberry to this mess that was going on with Ernesto. Because there's, like they said, there's no way in hell she could not have known that some of this stuff was going on. You're seeing in pictures at the shop with these people. You're seeing coming to the shop, sitting outside and commingling with the same people that Ernesto is said to be sleeping with and everything else. But I think, like I said, Shirley was engaging in some of this lifestyle. She knew about some of the stuff that was going on, which is why she did not want to cooperate with the feds. She wouldn't tell them nothing. Even when they boxed her in and took her vehicle and ransacked her car and left her stranded, she still wouldn't talk. Maybe because she was scared of Ernesto. I don't know. But bottom line is, I think somebody else is going to come out. And once I get that video, I'm going to share it with you guys as well. Now, the other topics that I wanted to run through, only because we're at an hour and a half, I'm going to push that to tomorrow's show because we don't want to go too long. YouTube is starting to trip about us being too long on here. So thankfully, that's going to help me with my pop-in for tomorrow. So we will push some of those topics to tomorrow. I'm going to have to edit my video a little bit. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Did y'all enjoy this? This was very, very juicy, okay? Please don't forget to hit the like button on this video, you guys. Thank you so much, Mods, for doing an awesome job. And thank you so much for any content creators that joined or any new people. I think I saw some new names popping up in here tonight. You guys, welcome. Thanks for being here. All right. And yeah, for those of you that join later on, definitely go back to the beginning, okay? Because you got to hear from the beginning. But prayers to this young lady. I hope that her life is a lot better, that she finally got away from Ernesto. I don't like the fact that she brought her friend into that situation, knowing what your initiation process was to, undress and do all of that. You knew going in that your friend was going to have to do the very same thing. Unfortunately, she had to, all the way down to her birthday suit, which was humiliating. So I think they were going to probably try to R-word her up in there if he covered up the camera with a damn bag. That's what I was thinking in my mind when she said they put a bag over the camera. I said, Lord, please don't let this man R-word her up in there with Miss Jones holding the door. But Lord. But thank you guys so much. Let's get off here, honey. We are an hour and 38 minutes into the video. Love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow for Car Chronicles. And after that will be our pop-in, okay? So goodbye.